This is a summary of the playlist Completing the Square. If you've worked through the entire playlist, we've gone from easy to difficult concepts, and hopefully you've mastered it and you'll never factor again because this is much easier to complete the square. We looked at an equation where the first value was not 1, but we looked at one where the first value was 2. Some equations are easy to factor because the factors work out to be even. Other equations like this one you need to complete the square. The first thing I do is put the 6 on the other side, and I do that by adding positive 6 to both sides of the equation. The 6's cancel out, and I have x squared plus 4x is equal to 6. When I complete the square, I take that 4, and I take 1/2 times 4, which is equal to 2, and I square that 2. So I get 2, which works out to be 4, and I add that 4 to both sides of the equation. Now I have x squared plus 4x plus 4 is equal to 10. And this part of the equation is really easy to factor. And I'll factor that. So this works out to be x plus 2 times x plus 2 is equal to 10. These x plus 2's are actually both raised to the first power, so I can add those together to get x plus 2 to the second power equal to 10. Now I take the square root of this. Both sides of the equation I take the square root of. Now I have x plus 2 is equal to plus or minus the square root of 10, which does not work out to be even. I want to isolate that x by putting the 2 on the other side of the equation. I do that by subtracting 2 from both sides of the equation, which gives me x is equal to negative 2 plus or minus the square root of 10. So I have two solutions. X is equal to negative 2 minus the square root of 10, and x is equal to negative 2 plus the square root of 10. It's always useful to graph, so let me show you what the graph looks like. And I'm going to graph the original equation. Looks something like that. If I get my calculator out, I figure out that the two values are 1.16 and negative 5.16. So this line, or this parabola, crosses the x-axis at negative 5.16, and it also crosses at positive 1.16. And this would be the solution. As you can tell, that would be very difficult to factor. Hopefully you've gone through all 8 videos. If you have and you've mastered completing the square, you'll never have to factor again. It's much easier to complete the square.